Previously on Round Sailing. We cruised north in the archipelago on the east coast of Sweden.
We're back on the C4, the sea highway here, heading north. And today it's another 9 nautical miles to our next anchorage. And we're getting closer to Göta Canal. And we're probably going to go through the first locks the day after tomorrow.
We have a thunderstorm rolling in over us, 32 knots, going from almost really light winds to 32 in seconds. So there are so many sailboats out, and we see many of them are quite surprised with full sails up. And we're going in these really narrow waterways.
So we just took in Genoa, and now we're just going by motor because it's quite narrow here. And the wind direction went from Broadreach to close hauled in like seconds too, so.
Look at the wind instrument, it's just spinning around.
We have arrived at Riesa, our destination for today. The anchorage is just in there. And we plan to go against the rocks, bow in and stern anchor today. But it's pretty crowded in there, and the weather isn't that nice. So we have decided to continue to another anchorage where we can just drop the hook for the night. And and then continue tomorrow to the canal area.
We've left the sea highway and now we're heading west. So now we're heading inland and we're going into this long, I wouldn't call it fjord because it's not very high land, but very long bay and narrow that stops in Malin, where the Göta Canal is starting.
Not much summer today, it's really pouring down now.
We dropped the anchor and prepared some food. It changes very quickly.
I just love our canvas. It's so nice when the weather is like this. Be able to sit out here in the rain and be completely dry.
The rain stopped again, and we got a calm and sunny evening.
Kind of typical. It hasn't been raining the whole day, but the moment that we decide to pick up the anchor, it just starts pouring down. So now we're on our way to Göta Canal. This was our last anchorage on the east coast in the archipelago, and now I think we're going to go through the locks tomorrow. So we're just going to moor outside the first locks in the Mem. Are you excited for the canal?
So tonight we'll prepare for the locks tomorrow. We're gonna find a long enough line, or we need two, one in the stern and one in the front, and then prepare fenders, and I think that's it. We have read up about information. You can find so much on their website, and I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
A few nautical miles before the entrance to the canal, you pass by the castle ruin Stegeborg. The maritime history of this area goes all the way back to the Viking era, and it's estimated that there used to be tens of thousands of wooden poles blocking the way for shipping in the waters surrounding the castle. This was a way to control which ships that could come through, but also to make it possible to collect duty and fees. We arrived to Mem in late afternoon, and luckily there was plenty of space alongside the quay.
How's it going?
Good. I've already drilled 2 holes for the bracket, so now it's in the correct position. And this new bracket is for a new seat for Vera. She's not very fond of sitting in her car seat anymore, because she's like lying down a bit in that, and now she wants to sit more straight up, and also to be able to look outside and see us when we're not in the cockpit. So with this new bracket, Lagoon, it's normally you use these brackets for tables, but you can also use it together with the bicycle seat. And now she will sit a bit higher up so she can look outside. And I think that will work really great now in the locks when we're working outside on the deck, so she sees that we are around. And yeah, I think it's a super nice solution for this. It was a super easy installation, since the bolts only went through into the cockpit locker, and not the interior of the boat.
We're getting ready to go through the locks, the first locks. We will go on the second round. This is the canal ticket that you should place visibly here in the bow, so the canal staff sees which ticket you have and who you are.
So today we're going up in the locks, or we're doing that all the way to the Lake of Vättern. And when you're going up in the locks, you have a bow line in the end of the lines that you just place around the rings on the dock side or on the quay.
And the boats are leaving the lock now. So now they're just gonna change the water, make it release the water so it comes down again, and then it's our turn. So here in Mem, where the canal begins from the east coast, this is where they had the big inauguration when the canal was ready, and that was in 1832. The Göta Canal is the biggest construction project in Swedish history.
The Göta Canal and the Trollhätte Canal connects the east and west coast, together with Sweden's two largest lakes, Vänern and Vättern.
The Göta Canal has 58 locks, 37 going up and 21 going down if you start in the east. The Göta Canal is 190 kilometers long, which of 87 was dug by hand by 58,000 soldiers between 1810 to 1832. I walk with the lines into the lock. First I secure the aft line and second the bow line. Johan positions the boat in the lock and then he tightens the aft line as quick as possible to stop the boat from moving forward. Then he tightens the bow line so the boat doesn't move over to the other side. We place the bow line inside the cleat to keep it in position, but you can also use a block.
It's pretty fast. So you have to constantly keep pressure in the bow line.
Hej älskling! Yeah. Locking up creates strong currents and eddies, which moves the boat. So that's why the bow line has to be tightened all the time. Each lock has a lock keeper that maneuvers the lock and the water flow.
Är den bra? Når du ner den med foten? Hej! Hej!
So time for the next lock. So 2 sailboats coming out and it looks like we're going to be 2 or 3 boats in this lock. So we're waiting for the second lock. There's a sailboat in there now. And they told us that we could go in, but it was pretty tight and we would have had a port tie. And we prefer a starboard tie, so we decided to wait. Yeah, Vera has been a bit sad today. I think it's because she's teething right now. So, yeah, it's a bit of a challenge to keep her happy in the locks. But in the last one, it went okay.
The maximum boat measurements for the canal is height 22 meters, width 7 meters, length 30 meters and draft 2.8 meters. We got company by another sailboat in the lock, and it got pretty tight. No engine is allowed inside the lock. These 2 locks will lift us in total 5.3 meters. We will travel to 91.8 meters above sea level before it's time to start looking down.
This is how far we go today. And we decided to wait here for Malin's sister and boyfriend. They will be here in a few hours and then we continue together tomorrow instead. Vera wasn't too happy today, and of course that's an extra stress when you're going through the locks.
Yeah, come on board. Help is arriving. Vera, help, and we get a babysitter.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to see you. Hey. Go. Söderköping is a quaint little town, and it gets many visitors during the summer. People want to see the canal and eat at the famous ice cream shops.
This runestone was found in the northern wall of the church. So I guess they used this stone when they constructed the church, when the Christianity came to Sweden about 1,000 years ago. And they found it in 1965. Now it's standing here. It says Gunvat rose this stone after his sons Tilvad and I can't read the last name.
Ja, eller jag med.
Now we're going up to the top of this little mountain here and gonna look at the view. They have a little lookout point up there and it's 90 meters. We're gonna walk the stairs all the way up.
Yeah, pretty steep. Fantastic views from here, and you can almost see around down below, or at least you can see the mast.
We're heading down from the mountain. It was worth the long walk up the steep stairs, but now I think we are worthy some ice cream, because just down here by where the locks are is like a famous ice cream restaurant which the whole town is famous for. It's been here since '82 and they serve 90,000 liters of ice cream a year. They have like 82 people in their staff. It's unbelievable. And we could see from the boat this morning that like half an hour before they were opening there was already a line. So I think we have to wait in line, maybe, I don't know, maybe half an hour or so. I think it will be worth it because these ice creams creations are quite amazing. I will have this Sao Paulo. Chocolate mousse, chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, passion fruit on top. Like fresh and juicy. Juicy.
Which one is yours, Johan?
This one, of course.
Of course.
Okay.
Are you gonna eat all that? Is it vanilla custard too?
Yes. Jag tror jag skippar mackan den.
Was it good?
Yeah, really good.
I'm pretty full.
This is enchiladas with cottage cheese and a lot of chilies.
Good.
Okay.
5 of 5. Very good. 5.
3 of 5.
Another beautiful evening on the canal. And it was nice to have some extra hands now, as we were about to continue locking up. As always, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We wish you all a great week and see you next Friday.